Good morning, this is Kasturi De. I was discussing in my last video about the acids, bases and salt chapter. It's a chemistry chapter according to ICSE syllabus class 7. So I'll continue with that. I was discussing in my previous video the what is acid and about the general characteristics of acid. And now today I'll start with the uses of the acids. Inorganic acids, okay, and then I'll come to bases, okay. So first we'll start with the uses. Inorganic acids, these are hydrochloric acid. I told you the acids which are present in our food, that is fruits and other substances, other food items. These are organic acids, whereas the other acids which are chemically used, they are inorganic acids, okay. So hydrochloric acids are used as bathroom cleaners. They are used as pickling agents. They remove oxiding scales on the which are formed on the iron, steel before galvanizing. So before galvanizing, they are cleaned with this hydrochloric acid. Then tanning of leather, they're used for dyeing and textile industries. They are used in the manufacture of gelatin from the bones. Then nitric acid is a manufacture. They are used in the manufacture of fertilizers like ammonium nitrate. They are used in the manufacture of explosives like trinitrotoluene, that is TNT, and nitroglycerin, that is dynamite. They are used in manufacture of rayon. Then they are used in the manufacture of dyes and drugs. Sulfuric acid are used in the lead storage batteries. They are used in the manufacture of HCl acid, hydrochloric acid, used as the manufacture of alum, used in the manufacture of fertilizers, drugs, detergents and explosives. Then boric acid is used as an antiseptic, and phosphoric acid is used for soft drinks. Okay. Next we come to organic acids. Now organic acids like ascorbic acid, they are found in vitamin C. They are used as vitamin C. Then citric acid, they are used as a flavoring agent for food preservative. Then acetic acid, they are also used as flavoring agent. They are found in vinegar and food preservative. Then tartaric acid, they are used for souring agent for pickles. Even they are used as a component of baking powder. Baking powder with a mixture of sodium bicarbonate and tartaric acid. Then we come to bases. Now bases is chemical substance that has a bitter taste and a soapy texture. Acids that have a sour taste, whereas bases, they have a bitter taste and they have a soapy texture. When you touch it, you feel a soapy type of feeling you will get. Okay. Then they are usually the oxides and hydroxides of metals. For example, ammonium hydroxide, ammonia, sodium oxide, calcium oxide, ferrous oxide, ferric oxide, cupric oxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, etc. Now bases are compounds that react with acids to form salt and water. This is the main definition of base, that bases are the compounds that reacts with acids to form salt and water. For example, HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, when reacts with sodium hydroxide, that is a base, forms sodium chloride, that's a salt, and water, that is H2O. Again, when hydrochloric acid reacts with magnesium oxide, that is a base, forms a salt, that is magnesium chloride, and water. Again, sulfuric acid when reacts with ammonium hydroxide, that's a base, forming ammonium sulfate, that's a salt, and water. Then nitric acid reacts with cupric acid oxide, that is a base, and forms a salt called cupric nitrate and water. Then what are the characteristics of a base? I told you they have a soapy texture when they are touched. They release hydroxide ions when dissolved in water. In case of acid, they release hydrogen ions when dissolved in water, whereas in base, in case of base, the hydroxide ion they release when they dissolved in water. In aqueous solution, they act as a good conductor of electricity. If the pH values are always greater than 7, in case of acid, the pH values were always lesser than 7. And in case of base, pH values are always greater than 7. They are bitter in taste, whereas in case of acid, they were sour in taste. Then they turn red litmus paper blue, whereas in case of acid, they turn blue litmus paper red. So bases which are soluble in water, they are alkalis. Therefore, we can say that all alkalis are bases. Okay, because the base which are soluble in water, these are alkalis, but base which are not soluble in water, they are base. So all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Okay. Then we come to common bases. Common bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. These are soluble in water. These are alkalis, you can say. Then common bases which are not soluble in water, they are magnesium hydroxide, ferric hydroxide, cupric hydroxide. Okay. Sometimes some things contain bases like antacids, soaps and toothpaste, they contain bases. Now what are the uses of bases? Sodium hydroxide, they are used in the manufacture of soap, paper and rayon. Okay. Then calcium hydroxide, they are used in the manufacture of bleaching powder. They are dry. The dry mixtures of this calcium hydroxide, they are used in painting or decoloration. Okay. Then they are used in neutralization of any excess acidity or of the soils. When there is excess acidity in the soil, they are used to neutralize the soil. Then magnesium hydroxide, they are used as a laxative or as they are used as an antacid. You can say milk of magnesia. That is nothing but magnesium hydroxide. Then ammonium hydroxide, they are used as a very important reagent used in the laboratories. Okay. Now we come to neutralization reaction. It is a reaction between an acid and a base which gives rise to salt and water. Okay. So acid plus base is equal to salt and plus water. Like hydrogen sulfate, that is sulfuric acid plus sodium hydroxide, that forms sodium sulfate plus water. Then hydrochloric acid plus calcium hydroxide forms calcium chloride plus water. Then sulfuric acid plus potassium hydroxide from potassium sulfate and water. So neutralization is a process or a chemical reaction in which an acidic or basic substance is mixed with each other. An acidic and a basic substance, they are mixed with each other in order to neutralize their acidic and basic nature. Okay, so why they are mixed? To neutralize their acidic and basic nature. So that is the neutralization process. So the product formed after neutralization is salt and water. Okay, main is salt and the water as it is neutralized. Then we come to, besides acids and base, there are other substances which are known as neutral substances. So we came to across of two substances, that is one acid and base. Now we come to the third type of substance, that is a neutral substance. Now what is neutral substances characteristics? Like they do not display any acidic or basic characteristics. Their pH value is approximately to 7. They have no effect on red or blue litmus paper. pH of pure water is exactly 7. So that is a neutral substance. Example, water or common salt. Now the salts which are found in nature, we come to salt. Okay. So found in the earth's crust, they are found in the earth's crust, they are found in river water, they are found in lakes, seas, in the soil, rocks, Okay. In the seas, they are found as chlorides, bromides, oxides, sulfates of sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. In soils and rocks, they are found accordingly. I'll come to later on. The fruits and vegetables also salts are found in bananas, guavas, apples. They are generally in the form of iron, and in the cabbage also they are found in the form of calcium. In the rocks and soil, they are found, for example, I'll tell you, sodium chloride is found as rock salt. Okay. Then sodium nitrate, they are found as saltpeter, we call it, as a white woolly crust on the soil. Then potassium nitrate, they are found as niter, they are white woolly crust on the soil. Then calcium carbonate as limestone, they are found on the all soils. Limestone rocks also they are found. Then salt like calcium phosphate, they are found in all types of soils, and phosphate rocks also. Then we come to potassium aluminium silicates. They are found in all types of soil. They are found in mica or china clay. Okay. Then I'll discuss in the next video with the uses of the salts and the pH. Okay, so I'll stop here. I'll discuss in this these two topics in the next video. Please go through these two videos, this video and the previous one. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Write in the comment box. If you like the video, press the like button. And if you are a new viewer to my channel or not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.